Good morning. I'm in the utility room this morning. Side entrance over here. The oil tank is over here. I came here to work on my fig cuttings. I have a little area here for my fig cuttings, my caper, Capatis spinosa, two plants that I have. Also my loquat, little tree. I have my garlic that I harvested this past summer, and that's it. And I have my seeds and all that. Anyway, so I wanted to show you the progress on my fig cuttings. A great way to propagate, your fig trees is to take cuttings after the tree goes dormant in the winter. The leaves go down, and so you cut anywhere between 10 inches, 8 to 12 inches, a branch, and you stick it in some medium, like either some people use dirt, I use water, and I have 100% success. Very simple, nothing to buy. Let me show you. I have these containers from yogurt. They say Greek yogurt. The Greek should be in quotes because it's not really Greek. So I save these containers and I use them for my fig cuttings. And what I do is I write outside. This, for example, is Desert King that I want to try this year. And you can see, I hope you can see, right here, there is some root development. Oh boy, look at this one, look at this here. Right here, roots. And also there's some growth on the top and on the sides. And I'm not kidding when I say I have 100% success. And there is some root development here also. So what I do is I fill it up 3/4 the way with water, and then once a day or once every other day, you come in and you change the water, and you make sure the new, when you replace the water, it stays at the same level, because you don't want to go, let's say, 3/4 up the container with water one day, and then the next day you go 50%, and then you go 75%, and 3/4. So because the roots are going to develop on the top, and then you're going to lose those roots because they're not going to have any water. So that's tip number one. So you fill it up with tap water, and then you put on, you cover the fig cuttings with a plastic bag to contain some moisture, and you write outside of the container the variety. For instance, this is Chicago Hardy. I bought this at the supermarket at Adams in Newburgh, and if I may say so, it's very hardy. But as you can see, this is a 2-year-old cutting, and it's rather thin. See, there is some growth on the top, but there is little root development. But if you look at this one, you can see right on the top here there is some growth. So there's hope. This is 100% success ratio. I mean, I'm not even kidding. So you fill it up with water, you put in your cuttings. But what I do, once in a while, I get all excited, and here's a variety that I planted. It was just a single one that it was very thin and very short. And look at this is growing very well. Look at this, the top. But I got all giddy, and I didn't write on the outside of this container what kind of variety it is. So it's probably the Chicago Hardy, probably. And this is a Greek variety called Vasilika. Vasilika, this came from Greece, obviously. And as you can see, you have much better success, if the cutting is thick. So look at this top. Look at this top. Oh my goodness. This is great. Look at this cutting. This is a little bit thinner, but nonetheless, it's growing very well. And of course, we have the pygmy hermans, the little ones here. But this is growing too near the top, if you can see. So this is doing great. Also the Greek cutting. And also I go on Reddit, and I post pictures there and videos and things like that. And they're very helpful, and very supporting, and very informational. So last time I posted something about these fig cuttings. I posted a couple of pictures, and one of the subscribers there said to me that I should cut the fig. I should have known this. Look at this. There's a fig growing right here. And here, I don't know if you can see, these are the roots that have developed. And I should have known, I should have cut the fig before. So, because this sucks up energy from the cutting. So, there you go. So now the cutting will push all the energy into developing roots. And oh boy, look at this beautiful. Also, these are desert kings. I don't know if you can see right here, the roots have started to develop. And this cutting also, the top, it's growing, and it has some root development. So, and always you cover it on the top to keep moisture in, and you don't want to let them dry out. Now, what is this variety? This another Greek from northern Greece, from the mountain called Rhodope. And this is even hardier than Chicago Hardy. Look at this. This thing has a beautiful leaf. And also there's growth here on the sides. So this is doing great. And there is another stubby. This has root development here, and it's growing on the top right there. So very, very, very successful. And then what else do I have? Also my Violette de Bordeaux. I'm going to put that over there. So here are my Violette de Bordeaux cuttings. This is 1 year. Look at this. This is like very, very thin, very thin. But there is growth on the top, you see. And there is some tiny root development. Look at this. And also this one, look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is going to have to be potted in about a month. This is doing very well. So these are the Violette de Bordeaux. I have to say, from all the varieties that I have, the Violette de Bordeaux are the easiest to propagate. Violette de Bordeaux. And again, you need to cover it. In a few minutes I'm going to change the water on all of them. And here, did I show you this one? Yeah, this is another, this is the Thrakis I showed you. So for the most part, that was a nice overview of all the cuttings. I need to cut one of these containers, cut it about 1.5 inches from the top, because some of the cuttings are growing, they're growing leaves, there is some top growth, and that's hitting up against the side of the container. So, but 100% success ratio, not most of them, all of them. You just fill it up with water, you put your fig cuttings. I scrape off a little bit on the bottom. Let me show you. Where is it? I scrape off a little bit on the bottom, the bark, and this past summer, 6 months ago, I got all excited. I had the fig cuttings that were doing very well. I had 10 fig cuttings that I had from the backyard from Greece. So one morning I said, wow, the weather is beautiful. I'm going to put them in a shady spot outside of the house, from let's say 10 to 12 o'clock for a couple of hours. It's not too hot. It's not it's not sunny at all over there. It'll be good for the cuttings. Then around 11 o'clock, I went out to lunch. Then I went out for a long walk at the Orange County Arboretum, and I came back at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and the fig cuttings were in the sun for at least 3 hours. So from the 10 cuttings, 7 of them kaput, not because of the cuttings or because of the way I maintained them, but because I screwed up and the sun was hitting them. No sun at all. I have them in this room. They get a little bit of eastern, have a window there that looks towards the east. They get a little bit of sun, a little bit of warmth. Not, I'll say in here the temperature is about 65, 24 hours a day, night or during the day, and I have 100% success ratio. So it's very simple. You just stick them into the water, you're done. So that's it with the update. In about a month, I'll go to a garden store and buy a small bag of seed starting mix and 1 small bag of topsoil, because my mulch, my compost heap is all covered with the 2 feet of snow now. So I'm going to mix it up with I'm going to mix up a container with 80% of seed starting mix and 20% soil, and I'm going to put in there also a little bit of sand that I have to have the as light as possible. The soil should be as light as possible, and I'm going to pot all of them. So that will happen around beginning of February. It's the middle of December now. So see you at the end of February when I pot these cuttings. Adios.